Gen friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the Chanakya Dialogues English. Let's say Australia, though I can't be sure as far as Pakistan is concerned, maybe they've done terrorism there also, but generally what you have done is done terrorism inside India, which is why we don't like you. And yet she's a Pakistani. And when she speaks, you will not figure out that she's a Pakistani. This woman is a mole. Gen friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the Chanakya Dialogues English. Like this video, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. You know, the latest in the world of cricket is also mixed with geopolitics, and here is what happened. India has finally confirmed that it is not going to Pakistan. Pakistanis, please note this. India is not going, and it has said so many times in so many words. Don't be confused any longer. And India says that the matches in which India is supposed to play Pakistan, the rest of the Asia Cup can happen in Pakistan, no problem. But the matches involving India will happen in Sri Lanka. This is final. Right? Now, there was a lie spread by the Pakistanis as usual. When they can't perform, they lie. And here is the lie that was spread by the Pakistanis. Board of Control for Cricket in India Secretary Jai Shah has accepted Pakistan Cricket Board's Interim Management Committee Chairman Zaka Ashraf's invitation to visit Pakistan ahead of the Asia Cup. Minister for Inter-Provincial Coordination Ehsan ul Rahman Mazari said on Tuesday. So Ehsan ul Mazari, their Minister for Inter-Provincial Coordination, I don't know what that means. Nobody has any idea what that means. It's just something that the Pakistanis have made up. Anyway, this coordination guy, Ehsan ul Rahman Mazari says that Jai Shah, Secretary of BCCI, will visit Pakistan on Zaka Ashraf's invitation. Basically, to tell the people of Pakistan that no, everything is good, everything is under control. India is coming to Pakistan to play cricket and we are going to make a lot of money. We guys are going to make a lot of money because India is coming to Pakistan, and wherever India goes, it means big cash. It means hundreds of millions of dollars, and we are going to be in profit again. You know, the days of sadness, the days of poverty, the days of want are over, and the good times are here. You know, the Pakistani equivalent of Achhe Din. So they said, ab to Achhe Din aa gaye. Now we have good times which are coming along. We are all going to be rich. Now, what has happened with Pakistan is, as usual, Pakistan got caught, and Jai Shah in a comment said, a very cryptic sort of short comment, I'm not going to Pakistan. I'm not going to Pakistan. And he said, I will not go to Pakistan. India's stand is very clear. We are not going to play cricket in Pakistan. I'm not going to Pakistan. End of story. Now, Pakistan does not know what to say because there were celebrations going on in Pakistan. You know? Celebrations going on. Now, India is coming and everything is sorted out. Because let me tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen, about the Pakistani mindset. Australia may come to Pakistan to play cricket, England, West Indies, Sri Lanka, any country in the world, Bangladesh, it does not matter to the Pakistanis, right? It might be good for cricket's sake, but Pakistanis get active only when India goes. And India is denying them that opportunity. Good for India. Good on you. Don't do that. Don't give any leeway to the Pakistanis. Don't normalize Pakistan. BCCI, never, ever normalize Pakistan in the world's eyes. You know, we are not going to Pakistan because Pakistan is not a normal country. So one thing which I wanted to address, you know, a lot of Pakistanis say, why is Pakistan unsafe? For Indians, if it is absolutely safe for Sri Lankans, it is safe for, the New Zealanders, it's safe for the Australians, it's safe for the English. How come it's unsafe for the Indians? Yeah, the Indians are just making up stories. No, we are not making up stories. Let me tell you why. Because in Pakistan, right, you have waged jihad against us. Your armies have attacked India. Though they have failed miserably in this project, but they have attacked India. You have done terrorism inside India. You have not done terrorism in let's say, Australia. Though I can't be sure as far as Pakistan is concerned. Maybe they've done terrorism there also. But generally, what you have done is done terrorism inside India. Which is why we don't like you. I mean, why can't you get this into your head? Not we, actually nobody likes you. Having said that, I'd just like to tell you that please understand, you know, coming to Pakistan to play cricket, apart from the political and the geopolitical reasons, it is unsafe for Indians to go to Pakistan. It's very unsafe for Indians to enter Pakistan, and no Indian should, forget about the cricket team, you know, no Indian in his right mind should go. You know, Indians go there and say, oh ji, badi mehman nawazi, they're very hospitable people. The problem is everything is just one suicide bomb away. And all that hospitality will go down the drain. is just a question of some crazy lunatic Pakistani coming with a bomb and saying, boom. That's it. That's the end of the story. Anyway, Gurpatwant Singh Pannu, my favorite boy Gurpatwant Singh Pannu, on which I had declared a reward of 10,000 rupees for information leading to his arrest and conviction. Arrest and conviction. Gurpatwant Singh Pannu has declared that he will object and he will protest and he will not allow the World Cup in India to happen in 2023. All right. Now, why is this happening? Let me tell you. Everybody knows, the world knows that the World Cup is happening in India in 2023, right? Now, where does Pannu come into the picture? First of all, Pannu is not Pakistani. His soul may be Pakistani, but passport is American. Now, what Pannu does is simple, Pakistan says that we will also not come for the World Cup. You understand the connection? Because India said we will not go for the Asia Cup. Now, what the Pakistanis want to do is try to work up a scare. This is all Pakistan's doing, telling Pannu, do this, say that. And Pannu is a mercenary. He's a common thief, he's a mercenary. This guy, with his, whatever he speaks, he just goes and says anything to anybody who gives him money. That is what Pannu does. So Pakistanis obviously sent a package for him. They've just got those funds from IMF and from Saudi Arabia. They must have sent $10, $15, $20,000 to Pannu. Pannu gets sold in less than that. So Pannu said, okay, if I have to speak nonsense, I'll speak nonsense. I speak nonsense. Pannu speaks nonsense every day. So Pannu spoke nonsense again. So now what has happened is that Khalistanis are saying, that's what Pannu is implying, that Khalistani is saying that we will not allow this World Cup to happen. All the best, Khalistanis. All the best. For stopping the World Cup, you'll have to come to India. I would request the BCCI to keep, I don't know what is the schedule, what is the itinerary, but please keep one match in Uttar Pradesh. This is my request. It is my request to the BCCI. Please keep one match in Uttar Pradesh. You have a lovely stadium in Lucknow. Have one match in Uttar Pradesh at least. And Khalistanis, I request you, please come to UP to disrupt the match. We'll be waiting. There'll be two matches happening side by side. One match between the two countries who are playing and one match between the local public and the Khalistanis. It will be lovely to watch. I'm telling you, this will be like the games in ancient Rome. You're going to have fun. All right. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's the story about this lady Seema. It's viral in the media, and the Indian media is going crazy about this Pakistani woman Seema, who has, entered India with her 4 kids. And apparently, if you go there to her house, there's a whole racket going on around this, and people are giving coupons to the media that wait, now Seema will come now. So, you know the background, I'm not going to repeat it. So, 2 guys play PUBG, they fall in love, and Seema is one of the people or persons who's in love, and Seema catches a flight with 4 of her kids. She's married, and she takes her kids from Pakistan. She travels to Dubai, and from Dubai she comes to Nepal. From Nepal she comes to India, because entering India through Nepal is very easy. Now, I've been asking this question time and again in the media, how many Seemas are there in India? Because, Sachin, the person who she was in love with, he wanted to get married to Seema, and he went to meet a lawyer, and he told the lawyer that she's a Pakistani. That is when the lawyer went to the cops and he told the cops that she's a Pakistani, and that is how this entire affair blew up. And everybody came to know that we have a Pakistani living in India who's come in illegally. Otherwise, there is no way anybody would have found out, because that border is absolutely porous, and that border with we have an understanding with Nepal. Nepalese walk into India, we walk into Nepal, and it's very clear. So there is no problem otherwise. But the thing is that this border has been misused by the Pakistanis a lot of times, and Pakistanis will, because there is no use for the Pakistanis, it's always misuse. They will find a loophole, they'll try and take advantage. Which is why, France has said to the Pakistanis, you're not welcome, please get out. The Arabs don't like them, the Emiratis don't like them. Now even the Turkish people are protesting in the streets against Pakistanis and saying, get lost, please. So everybody is sick and tired of Pakistanis. Now, this woman comes. There are 2-3 things that I'd like to point out about this woman, which are very shady, very suspicious. First of all, just hear her voice and see this video.
फेरों के बारे में वैसे मैंने बहुत इंटरेस्ट रखा है इनकी मतलब धर्म में। मैं वहाँ रह के भी यहाँ की चीजें, नवरात्रि हो, करवा चौथ हो, होली हो, ये सब इनके मनाते थे हम दोनों साथ में। हाँ, इन्होंने मेरी एक ईद मनाई थी मेरे साथ जब हमारी शुरू बात हुई थी, तो इन्होंने एक व्हाइट सूट सिलवाया था। उसके बाद उन्होंने मेरे को ईद नहीं मनाई। हाँ, मैंने इनके हर त्योहार मनाए।
Friends, you saw this video. This is Seema Ghulam HAIDER. Now, she says her name is Seema Sanatani. She's become a vegetarian and she has become a Hindu. She is converted to Hinduism, etc. etc. I'll tell you my take towards the end, but let me tell you what is happening here. She comes into India. You're all aware of that. You've heard her. Her Hindi is flawless. Where did she learn such Hindi? I don't know. Because she says that she belongs to a village in a remote corner of Balochistan. She has been taught. That she's a Pakistani is certain, of course. But she has been taught. She has been coached. She has been tutored. She knows what to speak and when. That's point number one. Point number two, if you see her interviews, she's extremely confident in front of the cameras. Extremely confident. I mean, I have seen people who are very senior, highly qualified people, scientists, and many of them are extremely uncomfortable. You have to spend time, make them comfortable, and then they successfully talk. This woman, bite after bite after bite to various TV channels, she keeps on saying this again and again on a loop. This woman is, she's extremely confident in front of the media. Third thing that I wanted to point out is, she said in yesterday's debate, I was on the debate with Arnav at 10 o'clock at night, and this lady says that her brother is in the Pakistan army. He's a havaldar or a sergeant equivalent in the Pakistan army, and he joined in 2022, which is last year. Now we are in 23, he joined in 22. How did a person who joined as a private in 2022 or as a soldier or a Jawan in 2022 become a three-stripe havaldar or a sergeant in 2023? Normally it takes more than 1.5 decades or so for a person to become a havaldar or a sergeant in the Indian army. Normally, if I'm not wrong, it takes that much time. How did she suddenly become, her brother suddenly become all of a sudden a havaldar? There are many gaps in her stories, many gaps. She's too sure of herself. She's visiting India for the first time. She knows the traditions perfectly. She knows the customs perfectly. She knows what to do. She knows how to wear a sari properly. The typical way in which Indian women wear a sari. She knows everything. And yet she's a Pakistani. And when she speaks, you will not figure out that she's a Pakistani. This woman is a mole. And now I'll tell you what needs to be done by the government of India. I would like to tell the government of India that the media will completely spoil it for us. Media has found TRPs and they're going to play Seema HAIDER, Seema HAIDER, Seema HAIDER on a loop till the time the story is finished, and then they'll get another story. And by the time they get another story, they'll forget about Seema and the world will forget about Seema and she'll keep on living there. She needs to be sent back to Pakistan along with her 4 kids. A lot of people have said, no, she's converted to Hinduism and she should be allowed. No, it does not matter which religion she is converted to. Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, it does not matter. She's an illegal alien. She has to be thrown out. That's it. She's an illegal alien. And let me make a prophecy today. Or let me tell you, let's do some crystal gazing. This guy, Sachin, whom she played PUBG with and fell in love, Sachin is under duress. He's under stress. This woman knows something about Sachin or his family. And she's pressurizing Sachin. The sooner this woman is thrown out, the better for us. And 2 other things that I'd like to mention, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, we must do something about the Nepal border. Some mechanism has to be put in so that our relationship with Nepal remains the same, and yet India's national security imperatives are looked into and taken care of. Number 1. Number 2, we must figure out how many Seemas are there in India. Because if 5 can come, Seema and her 4 kids, total 5. If 5 can come into India, then 5,000 can also come into India. You don't know from where the next attack will come. India has had a very bad experience with terrorism in the past, and you just don't know who's coming in from where. So this is something that we must do and sanitize our border with Nepal. Also, I'm not talking about putting up fences, because Nepal is a country with which traditionally we've never had any fences or any sort of strict borders. Nepalese come into India, shop and go back. We go into Nepal, we shop and come back. Something that takes care of the interests of Indians and Nepalese, but keeps the Pakistanis out. That is what I'm trying to say. So thank you for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this video, press like, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. जय हिंद, वंदे मातरम, भारत माता की जय.